Good afternoon, Fred Harron, Harran, Director of Public Safety, Bensalem Township Police Department. We're here to announce a substantial arrest of 3 individuals and a seizure of 6 kilograms of heroin. And this all began on last Friday, September 29th, at about between 5 and 5:30 in Bensalem Township while officers were on patrol. They noticed a 2015 Toyota Tacoma driving with what appeared to be illegally tinted windows. The officers conducted a traffic stop on that vehicle. During the course of the stop, as they started to investigate and question the occupants of the vehicle, some of the stories of the occupants started not to make sense. The officer believed that there was drug activity afoot and led to a further investigation, at which time the officers asked for a drug canine to come over and sniff the vehicle. One of the dog made a positive indication of the vehicle, at which time the driver of the vehicle, Mr. Torres, who was on house arrest out of New Jersey and had an ankle bracelet on, took off running during the car stop. In law enforcement, we call that a clue. He took off running. The officers gave chase, was able to apprehend him a short distance later. Upon further investigation, the officers discovered, which we'll show you in a few minutes, a hidden compartment in the rear of the vehicle, which led to the discovery of the 6 kilograms of heroin, the street value of which is approximately $4 million. That's an awful lot of heroin heading into the Bucks County and the Delaware Valley. This was some amazing law enforcement work. The officers in Bensalem Township, through the mayor and council, we receive the utmost in training and continue to train every day so that officers in this area can locate and know when a trap may be involved in a vehicle, or certainly when the occupants of a vehicle may be involved in illegal activity. In this case, it was very fruitful, and we were able to get all this heroin off the street. The driver of the vehicle, Torres, has a pretty good history. I don't know what he was doing on the street. He was out on house arrest for robbery and possession of a firearm from another state, driving around in Pennsylvania, dealing 6 kilograms of heroin. You all know, and everybody knows, the outrageous epidemic of unproportionate magnitude that we're facing in the Delaware Valley with opioids. Our opioid deaths are through the roof. Our overdoses continue to rise. Our arrests are through the roof as well. These seizure of this 6 kilograms of heroin certainly saved lives. And on one simple car stop for illegal tint, and the officers being heavily trained and very intuitive to what was going on, we're able to get these drugs off the street. And I'm hoping that these 3 guys don't ever get out of jail is what I'm hoping for. But we'll see what the outcome of this case is, which I'm sure will be convictions through our incredible district attorney's office. The 3 individuals arrested were Edwin Torres, a Sergio Landaris, and Argento Granados, out of the Philadelphia area. I think Torres is from New Jersey. And right now, their new home is Bucks County Prison on $1 million bail for each of them. I'd like to call up for a few words because we can't do this. And I know a lot of people don't understand that the police department doesn't operate on its own. We can't do this with the continued support of our elected officials. In this particular case, the mayor has been here and supporting the police department for a very long time, and we have his continued support. But I'd like to have him just come up and say a few words regarding the drugs and this arrest.
Thank you, Director Harran. He mentioned about the opioid crisis, which is so out of control, not just here, but all through Bucks County, Pennsylvania, certainly throughout our country. But this is an example of our police force, the men and women that are so dedicated to this, that we talk about on a daily basis here with myself and them, how we can do a better job to protect all of our constituents here and throughout Bucks County. And certainly behind me, I'm sure you'll hear a few words from our district attorney, Matt Weintraub. Working together as a team, we see great things being done, and in the future with law enforcement, we must support our men and women of our police department, not only here but throughout the county, and our DA up there, who we know has just put on a task force. 6 more people, detectives working on a task force, working with everybody, the police forces in Bucks County. Again, the men and women of this department are second to none. They're doing their job. We try to give them all the tools they need to make sure that they can make things like this happen and get these off the street and to protect our citizens. And $4 million worth of drugs. It's inconceivable and unbelievable to me, but this is what's happening, and this is $4 million worth that will not go through Bensalem and Bucks County. I guess, Matt, do you want to come up and have a few words? And we thank Matt for his part on our team and certainly our men and women of Bensalem.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Director. Matt Weintraub, Bucks County DA. I did some very quick math here. If a dose costs about $10, this is $4 million of heroin. That's 400,000 doses of death. Every dose is potentially lethal to somebody. And it is much more preferable for me to stand here before you today to celebrate getting these doses of death off the streets than it is to come before you again and again to lament how many of our children are being killed by this poison. So today is a good day. Today is a great day for law enforcement. Today is a great day for the citizens of Bucks County. And Mayor DiGirolamo is correct. We started a 6-person strike force dedicated to seeking out and prosecuting these peddlers of poison who are poisoning our children. But we are only as strong as our members in the field. And our members in the field here in Bensalem, I liken them to the tip of the spear in this battle, this life or death battle, because frankly, that's what it is. Our people are dying by the day. And Bensalem's police force is very well trained. They're very aggressive, and they are very accurate. When they find a truck like this and they make a valid car stop and ultimately yields 6 kilos of heroin that will never be able to harm or kill one of our men, women, or children here in Bucks County again. So today is a proud day for law enforcement. Today is far from the beginning and far from the end, but it just serves as a highlight to indicate to you how committed we are here in Bucks County in law enforcement and in government to fighting this scourge tooth and nail until we win.